Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Rob. We are adding yet another deck to the collection, you guys. And this one is brand new. This one was just sent to me by Llewellyn. It arrived literally today. And it is coming out on the 8th of September 2025. So we are at the beginning of September, so it's coming out pretty soon, but it's not out yet in the Americas. This is the Fairytale Tarot by Julia F. Masalia, you guys. It is published by Los Carabeo, but it will be distributed through Llewellyn in the United States and the Americas. So look out for it. It's coming out yet. In Europe, it already came out. It came out in June of 2025, so a couple of months ago. And in the Americas, it's coming out very, very soon, right now in September. So if you like fairy tales, you guys, this would probably be a perfect deck for you. It's all about fairy tales. It's all about illustrations about fairy tales. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's inside of this box. And here's what the back of the box looks like, you guys. And let's see what's inside of this box. So let's take out the cellophane. Yet another deck. So like I said, you guys, Llewellyn sent that to me. And so thank you very much to Llewellyn for sending that. And I am so happy to bring you a deck that maybe is going to make a perfect addition to your collection. This is one of those hardcover boxes by Los Carabeo. They, I think, and I heard that, and I read that this is a new box presentation that they're doing. And so I'm actually glad that they're doing this sort of boxes. This is a linen paper that they've used for these boxes. Not only because they're hardcover, but their tuck boxes are not my favorite at all. So I'm glad that they're doing this now and they're having this sort of presentation. And I think that many people wanted to see this sort of presentation for their decks, and they finally did it. So big thumbs up for Los Carabeo and Llewellyn for listening to the tarot community. And here's the book. And if you know Los Carabeo books, they're pretty small at the end of the day because they come in different languages. And this one comes in English, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. And so by the time you're done reading the language that you want to read, it just, it's not that long. So it gives you a brief introduction to the Fairytale Tarot. And there you can pause your device and read that, and how to use this deck. And I think it gives you a couple of spreads, and then it goes into the major and minor arcana. Here is how the book reads, you guys. So once again, you can pause your device and you can read that and see how that reads for you. Here on the outside, you've got that rose petal sort of a feeling. And let's see what these cards are all about. So you guys, for one, it is not gilded. So this paper stock is pretty good for what it is. I don't think this is one of their expensive versions or anything like that. I think this is one of those pretty affordable mass-produced decks. But, you know, it's pretty good cardstock, and the printing looks like it's pretty okay too. So, you know, I'm very finicky when it comes to cardstock, as many of you know, and this seems to be working for me. So, I mean, I don't expect a lot out of a deck, out of a mass-produced deck like this, but, you know, it's nice to see that for the amount of money that you pay for this deck, everything that you get, I think it's pretty fair. But this is the back of the card, you guys. And so they are totally reversible, as you can see. And this is their presentation card. And here are the cards. Let's take a walk through the Fairytale Tarot. The Fool. So you'll probably, and I'll probably see a lot of images that maybe we have seen before, because this is a collection of fairy tales. The Magician, that the creator here put together, Julia Masalia. The High Priestess, you guys. Ooh, look at that Empress. Is she pretty? Very, very pretty. Very young. I love the long hair. I love the flowers in her hair. This is the Emperor, you guys. This is the Hierophant. That is a very magnificent Hierophant, if you ask me. I kind of like that thing on top of his head. This is the Lovers. That is also a really cool Lovers card. I really like that. It looks like she's part of the moss. It looks like she's part of the tree. The Chariot. Wow, that is a very hectic Chariot card. And the colors are pretty tamed. Printing is pretty good. The Strength, as you can see, and she's not taming a lion, she's taming a dragon. The Hermit. Looks very, very cold outside, you guys. It looks like Christmas time. The Wheel of Fortune. That's funny. The fox trying to save itself. You know, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Justice. That looks like Krampus, right? So that's the one that comes a little bit before Christmas. And in Germany, it's a tradition that the Krampus comes before Christmas. So at least it looks like a Krampus to me. The Hanged Man. And he's definitely hanging there. The Death card. What an interesting Death card. What is this horse doing here? There's a lot going on these pictures. There's the priest praying. He's taking death away. And he's taking the mother with the baby. It looks like the horse is trying to bite something. There's a lot to look at here, you guys. Interesting. Temperance. And she looks like she's happy. The Devil. Yeah, that's a scary devil, you guys. It looks like he's eating the people. Look, all the bones here. And it looks like he's about to eat her. The Tower. And there's no lightning or anything like that. It looks like he's putting the tower down. The Star. Oh, I love the mermaid. The Moon. Wow, it's like a werewolf. Look at that. A full wolf here and a werewolf here. This is fun. The Sun. Yeah, the baby and the horse. Not my favorite thing, but this looks like a fun deck. Judgment. I think that this is a deck that I would probably take out when I feel like whimsical and fun. Sort of a thing. Here we come into the minor arcana. This is the Ace of Cups. This is the Two of Cups, you guys, and you see them there sort of rejoicing. This is the Three of Cups, and those ladies are having a really fun time. Really, really. Look at her. She's on top of the tree. She doesn't care. You know, she looks like, you know, these three other ones are just having so much fun. Here is the Four of Cups, and he's not interested. She's offering him a cup, but he's not looking. There's the fox there. Very interesting. Here's the Five of Cups. What a cool deck. Really. This is the Six of Cups. That's a perfect Six of Cups. Look, I think that's from the Lord of the Rings, if I'm not mistaken, but the Seven of Cups, you guys. Yeah, a lot of choices there. This is the Eight of Cups. And it looks like he's going in a place where he shouldn't be going. The Nine of Cups. The Ten of Cups. Look, what is he doing there? Did he steal the money? That's funny looking, really. While the other ones are sort of rejoicing and looking at the rainbow and all of that. What is this one doing here? That's funny. The Page of Cups. Ooh, look out. There's a huge octopus behind you. The Knight of Cups. And, you know, this is a chatty deck, you guys. I think this is a deck that if you're learning tarot, if you're seasoned with tarot, I think you're not going to have a problem with it. This is the King of Cups, and there's another mermaid there at his feet. The Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. And what? Yeah, of course, they're working, right? And so that is the place of work, sort of. You know, they need to go in there and do the work. But look what's on top of this. It's like the face of something or someone. This is the Four of Pentacles, you guys. Interesting. Ooh, look at this Five of Pentacles. Have you ever seen a Five of Pentacles that is so raw like this? I never seen a Five of Pentacles so raw like this. Yeah, very, very interesting. The Six of Pentacles, yeah, given and taken sort of a thing. Here's the Seven of Pentacles, working hard. And here's the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Here's the Nine of Pentacles. This is the Ten of Pentacles, and this Ten of Pentacles is reminds me very much of the RWS, with the old man and the dog and the couple and the child there. They're even all aligned where the RWS also has them, so facing the same way. This is the Page of Pentacles. This is the Knight of Pentacles. How interesting. What is this for a creature there? This is the Queen of Pentacles. Does this look like a deck that you would use, you guys? Let me know what your thoughts are. This is the King of Pentacles. Very interesting with this character here on the back as well. Is this a deck that you think you would like to add to your collection? Ace of Wands. And if you do, you can pre-order this deck already on the Llewellyn website. This is, of course, the Two of Wands. This is the Three of Wands, you guys. The Four of Wands. The Five of Wands. Yeah, there's a fight going on, but look out, because there's another one coming here. And so they're all very worried about fighting with each other, but they're not looking what's behind, and there's trouble coming behind them. So watch out. Don't be so self-centered. Six of Wands. Victory. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, it looks like he is defending his territory. Oh, that's a big mouth. That's the Eight of Wands, you guys. And here's a figure of a man, and this one is sort of, you know, putting him on the floor and not letting him get away with anything. This is the Nine of Wands. He's almost there, and this picture is very RWS as well. There is the Ten of Wands, you guys, and she's not only carrying those sticks, but there's a creature on top of the sticks, which is even making them heavier. I wonder if that's her subconscious. This is the Page of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. Very interesting how the snake is trying to get the wand, and so interesting. This is the Queen of Wands, and she looks like a pretty fierce queen. But look, the tail of the cat is burning. It's a funny deck too, I think. King of Wands. Yeah, it's like funny, it's interesting, but it's full of meanings, you guys. Ace of Swords. That's a very sweet Ace of Swords. This is the Two of Swords, and I have to say that this is very very, very beautiful picture. I love the artwork in here. I love the dress. I love the white. I love this image here with the face and the colors that they've used. It's a very pretty picture. Wow. This Three of Swords is a very interesting Three of Swords. I've never seen anything like that. She's coming out of the tree, and the tree is being stabbed by the swords. And interesting card. Here we have the Four of Swords. We have the Five of Swords, you guys. We have the Six of Swords going through or going to calmer waters, or sailing to calmer waters. Here's the Seven of Swords, and you know, he's got those huge ears on him. He's thinking he's going to get away with it. You know, there's a figure here sort of, you know, noticing what he's doing, and he's not seeing this one here. So, you know, very meaningful. This is the Eight of Swords. That is a interesting Eight of Swords. I cannot say that this is my favorite, but it's very, very meaningful. This is the Nine of Swords. That is a perfect Nine of Swords. Look at all those creatures. bothering her and torturing her while she's trying to sleep. Perfect. Oh, look at this. The 10 of Swords. I don't know. It looks like this one has been stabbed. I don't know what this one is here. It looks like maybe it's I don't know if this one is mourning the death of this one, or if this is sort of the spirit of the one that has been stabbed. Very, very interesting and powerful picture for the 10 of Swords here. This is the Page of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords, you guys, and he looks like he's having problems. The horse also looks like he's having problems. They're being bogged down by these creatures here. It almost looks like they're fighting these creatures here. We have the Queen of Swords. Very pretty. And we have the King of Swords. Interesting outfit. It looks to me like he is wearing a skirt. It has this sort of thing here on his neck and head. And so it's like sort of it has a lot of femininity in there, although this is the King of Swords. And finally, you get the Lo Scarabeo card there. So this is a deck that is super interesting, I have to say, you guys. When it comes to shuffling this deck, it shuffles pretty well. I mean, this is not the best cardstock on earth or anything like that. This is a mass-produced deck, but it is pretty decent. And so you're not going to have problems shuffling this deck. When it comes to doing a spread, it spreads really, really, really well. So you guys, that is the Fairytale Tarot by Juliana E. Massalia. And once again, here are some of the cards. Let me know, you guys, if this is a deck that you would be interested in, if this is a deck that you would be thinking of getting. I am glad that this deck is in my collection. I don't have a deck that looks like this at all. And so I am going to spend more time with this deck. I don't know that I'm ready to pick it up and start questioning it and doing exercises with it, but it is definitely very interesting. And so I'm going to spend more time with it. I'm going to see how this deck and I are going to get along, and let me know what you think of this deck, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, you guys. And remember, this deck is coming out in September 2025 this year. So whenever you're watching this video, if you're watching it now or if you are watching it much later, this deck is brand new in September 2025. You guys, thank you so much for watching. And as I always say, until the next time.